And my dog is barking. All right, everybody, welcome to Mindset Ministry Mastermind on a Saturday morning, and bright, cheerful Saturday morning, as Elvira would say. I'm Amber DeBevick, your Mindset Ministress, along with this awesome panel of practitioners of Napoleon Hill.
You have an echo.
I think that must be Aaron. Aaron, I think there's an echo on yours.
Okay, I'll mute out.
Okay. All right, everybody, welcome. Let me just see. I'll see if it's Aaron. Somebody mute. Look at Aaron. I'm just waiting patiently for someone to mute. Aaron, you're not muted. There you go. Shoot, then it's me. Yeah, that's me. Sorry, that was me. Oh my God. Sorry, Aaron. Blaming you. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Mindset Ministry Mastermind. I'm Amber DeBevick, and coming to you live from Key West, Florida, along with my wonderful, wonderful panel of practitioners of the Principles of Success. We study Napoleon Hill's Your Right to Be Rich, the 17 Principles of Success. And we're right smack on in the middle of number 11, which is accurate thinking. And so what we are, though, just so you know, is like we're a mastermind alliance. We have come together to kind of bring out the best in each other's minds and to really hone in on the theories of Napoleon Hill, the studying of Think and Grow Rich. We're an alliance, and we work together every week. And what we're doing is we're allowing you to watch our inner circle in action, okay? And we don't really let anyone else into the inner circle unless you're, you know, maybe all in one of our teams or in our inner circle on our personal teams. And you know, we also send out the link so you can watch us once in a while. But what we want you to do is, you know, keep an eye on everybody that's on here, because these are the people that can coach you in your mindset mission, you know, as you try to go. If you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to be successful, and you know maybe you've struggled, usually it's mindset that you need help with. So everybody that's on this panel is a coach, a mindset coach that can help you in that area. So make sure you get everybody's names. If there's somebody you resonate with, you can look them up on Facebook. They can also coach you in other areas of success. So you're really lucky to have like 7 awesome people here right in front of you to help you. And I'm just going to introduce everybody real quick as we go down. We have Aaron Riggs, who is actually up on the screen right now. Hey, Aaron. Say hi. We have Elvira Smith. Woo! Hakeem Alexander. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Bill McGarvey. I'm still echoing. It must be Google. And sorry, I'm not having an echo. I'm watching all of the things live. Okay, sorry about that. I think that's me. And then we have Martel from Chicago, who's probably still setting up.
Good morning, everybody.
And then we have, I do hear an echo, let's see. Then we have Daniel McCall, who's somewhere back there. He'll be on in a few minutes. So we're all getting kind of a late start today, every single one of us. Well, Phil was really Phil and Aaron, okay, you guys are off the hook. You did not get a late start. I had technical troubles, challenges, so sorry for starting late today, you guys. And I'm just echoing all over the place, and we'll get it all good. So what we're doing is we're reading from our workbook. We're studying Your Right to Be Rich, which is from the Science of Success, or is it the Law of Success? I get them all mixed up. I think it's the Science of Success by Napoleon Hill. And we're in the middle of accurate thinking. So what we do is we go to screen share so that everybody can read along with us, and then we discuss after we read a portion of it. And we do that 2 times. And if you have any questions, you can post them in the Q&A on the Google Plus page for the event. If you just look up Mindset Ministry or Think and Grow Rich, you'll look for Think and Grow Rich - Mindset Ministry Mastermind. The chat is open over there. And that's the one we monitor the most. So if you're watching us on YouTube, we probably won't see any comments unless someone else is watching that, monitoring that. Facebook will probably won't see that either. We'll get it. So got us sticking to Google Plus for today. So I'm going to go to screen share, and we will, let's see here, hopefully go to screen share. Maybe not. Oh, I know. Hold on a second. Let's see. And disable that. Go to screen share. Oh my God. Having technical issues today. This is pretty funny. Oh. Did we go off the air? No, we're good. Sorry, everybody. I don't know why.
Yeah, we're live.
This is screen share right this second. You know what? Why don't we pick up where we left last week for a minute? Elvire.
What's up?
Can you save us? You were telling us about happiness earlier. I was just wondering if you could just share that with the group while I try to figure out this.
That's fine. Yeah. I was watching PBS last night, and I've been reading a book, and I don't have it here, and I don't want to run away. It's a book called The Happiness Advantage. It's by Sean Achor. Instead of an anchor, like a boat anchor, you skip the N. It's Achor. And he studied I think he studied psychology at Harvard University, but he somehow got into this movement that started, and we're talking about now probably 15 years ago. I'm not sure, 10 or 15 years, something like that. We are used to, in psychology and everything, looking at the negative side of everything, people being depressed and this and that and such and so. And the movement that started is the positive psychology. It's like, is the glass half full or half empty? And so the positive psychology, which is now, starting very small, is coming up with, okay, so what is good about this situation and how can we enhance this? Because people have one desire, and so many people have done interviews on the street just asking one question: what is it that you want? And everybody, 99 out of 100, says, I want to be happy. And everybody has their own definition of happiness. So many books have been written by it. One of the big books I can absolutely recommend is by Marcy Shimoff, and it's Happy for No Reason. And she's written it probably 10 years ago. It's an absolutely beautiful book. So I was watching TV last night. Not that I'm a big watcher. I just watched the Shark Tank. That's my only addiction. But they announced that their run for collecting money. And so here comes this whole story about happiness. There is a guy called Rocco Bellish who has made a movie called Happy. And when you buy into supporting Channel 8, you get that movie. But anyway, they were showing huge parts of it. And what was so interesting, and I'd read this before, I'd seen it before, is that money doesn't make you happy. And I know it ranks number 2 next to oxygen. I understand this is how we're raised in this Western society. However, there are still a lot of people are not happy with a lot of money that they make. I always, from my generation, I always quote, or I always cite back to Christina Onassis, who was, probably 35 years ago, the richest girl in the world, the daughter of Aristotle Onassis, who was married to Jackie Kennedy. She committed suicide at 31 because she was so desperately unhappy. Many others, look at Paris Hilton, look at whatever else. Money is not a guarantee for being happy. Yes, it's easier to be drunk and rich than we know it. So last night on this movie Happy, they showed this guy went all over the world and interviewed all over, asking people. And so there was a very touching episode of a family, actually the guy who runs a rickshaw in India. Don't ask me where. I think it's even in the city where Mother Teresa was. Anyway, he has virtually hardly anything. He has 4 children. He has a wife. They live in a community. His house is made of crated boxes with tarp over it. One side is semi-missing. He says it lets in the air. He says when it rains, it gets a little bit tricky, but he says, I'm so happy. He says, even what I'm doing every day, and he's running through the streets with his rickshaw and pulling customers to where they need to go. He says, when I come closer to my home and I see my son there crying and shouting out to me, he says, my heart just bursts in my body. He says, I am so happy. He says, yes, I know we don't have a lot, but we have the community around us. He says, I'm just joy. I'm so happy. And it just got me thinking again, and I went like, yeah, isn't that just interesting that we read it, yet we have to totally what Napoleon Hill also said, you have to become one with it. You have to live it. Live what you're learning about life. And I believe that happiness is actually the basis of anything. We've always said, this is in the last 20 years, you know, like, well, if I make a lot of money when I'm successful, then I'm going to be happy. That is so wrong. That is so incredibly wrong. Because if you're negative, do you really think you're going to be successful and make a lot of money? No, you're not. So now everything in society, in Western society, is turning around and looking more at the so-called primitive people. Oh yeah, well, they're a lot happier than we are here in this Western cultivated society. We have got to get this happiness feeling, which is a state of mind. We can create that within ourselves, even before we jump out of bed. The moment that we come back to consciousness in our bed in the morning, we just thank God, or whoever you want to thank, whatever source energy you like to thank, that's all up to you. Thank God that you're coming back to consciousness. Thank God for your life, and say, like, this is going to be my happy day. In everything that I do, be it good or be it bad, I am going to be happy. And then you see, there is a silver lining to every cloud, because every hurdle on the road is a possibility for you to grow and make you feel happier towards moving towards your goal. So I suggest look at the library close to you. Look for the book from Marcy Shimoff, Happiness from Within. Many books are written. And the other one that I'm reading now, I really enjoy it, is indeed The Happiness Advantage. Because this guy devoted 12 years to this. He stayed for 12 years on the campus of Harvard and discovered that 4 out of 5 students, and you can ask Phil what Harvard costs and how hard it is to get into Harvard, 4 out of 5 students were quite often very depressed. And the leading group is the lawyers. They're so flippant depressed, it is insanity, but they push themselves through it because they know they're going to make a ton of money. Is that life? I don't really think so. I don't really think so. So get the book, The Happiness Advantage, from Sean Acorn. Thank you.
Thank you, Elvira. You know what? And that's why we're doing this. I mean, seriously, people can read all the books they want, but you're not going to be happy just from reading books. We have to apply it, and that's exactly what we're doing here every week. Is, you know, Napoleon Hill's broken it down so that, you know, we can get control and possession of our minds, because that's really where the happiness lies. You know, I proved it. I proved that happiness is an inside job. I proved it to myself because we moved from Key West, Florida, to the middle of BF whatever, Kentucky, in the middle of winter one year, and it was like the most miserable place. And I was still so happy because I was happy inside already, and I knew it then. I was like, oh, it's from all the work I was doing inside that I could be happy in the middle of Kentucky in the winter. You know, nothing against Kentucky, but it was just really shocking from Key West. But can anybody see Markel's screen? I'm having all kinds of crazy issues on here today. Oh, and then about the lawyers, you know, Napoleon Hill talks about his brother-in-law was a lawyer, was an attorney. And
I can see the screen and I can read it.
You can?
Yep, easy, easy.
God, I don't know what I'm looking at today. Nothing's working on mine. All I can see is...
Can you,
it doesn't matter. I'm all good.
Can we box me number?
And Markel is going to save the day today by reading. And go for it, Markel. You can just take over. Why don't you just take over the whole thing? Because mine is a mess over here.
All right.
It's not cooperating with me. I can't see a lot of stuff.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. So
yeah, everybody mute your mic too. That way the screen don't bounce around.
Thanks.
All right. What the subconscious mind does is this. It inspires you through the faculty of the imagination with ideas, plans, and ways of attaining the objects of your goals. That is all that should be expected of your subconscious. The subconscious mind will...
Mine is a mess over here.
I hear
it. I can't see a lot of stuff.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, everybody mute your mic too. That way the screen don't bounce around.
Thanks.
Is that
Right.
me?
What the subconscious mind does is
Markel, that might be you, bro. You have another screen open?
No, I don't.
With ideas, plans.
Somebody has a second screen
Emily,
plate.
you got to mute yourself.
playing
all
it
that
live.
should be expected of your subconscious. The subconscious mind will.
There we go. That's it.
Okay. Organized, accurate thinking in the sense in which we are using it.
Is that
Amber is not muted.
Okay, how's that?
Cool. All right. Okay, we ready? Organized, accurate thinking in the sense in which we are using it consists of persistent action and applying any combination of the 17 principles of this philosophy that the object of your thinking may require. Understand this truth and you will recognize why you are repeatedly advised to write out a clear, concise statement of your definite major purpose, your goals, and a plan of success. In addition, you have been advised to project a clear picture in the mind of accomplishing your goals and repeat the purpose and plan orally to yourself regularly. To be sure of attaining your goals, you must back them but with controlled thought habits implemented by action. Such thought and action must be reinforced by applied faith. Ordinary thought is not enough to ensure success. Every hope and wish would become a reality if thought was sufficient. Thought must be well supported by emotional feeling, the most powerful of which is the emotion of faith. This necessary support may be given to thought by the application of the following 8 principles of this philosophy. 1. A definite major purpose. Begin with this principle, then devise your goals. This will lead you to live out your purpose. To this, attach the motives that will drive you to success. Number 2, the Mastermind Alliance. Through the aid of this principle, you ally yourself with others who have the necessary education, skill, and experience to aid you in the attainment of your definite major purpose. 3, personal initiative. When you take action to carry out your plans for the attainment of your goals, you are applying this principle. 4, creative vision. This principle operates through the faculty of your imagination and helps you choose your mastermind alliance and develops ingenious plans for living out your purpose and attaining your goals. 5, self-discipline. You will need to apply self-discipline to ensure that every faculty of your mind will be organized and directed toward the attainment of your goals. This will also insulate you from the impulse to quit when the going becomes difficult. 6, applied faith. Hope and self-reliance come to you through this principle. With them, you will be inspired to persist in continuous action in living out your definite major purpose. 7, pleasing personality. This is the means whereby you influence others to cooperate with you and to sell your ideas or plans to other people. 8, going the extra mile. Through the application of this principle, you create a mastermind alliance and develop ingenious plans for living out your purpose and attaining your goals. 5, self-discipline. You will need to apply self-discipline to ensure that every faculty of your mind will be organized and directed toward the attainment of your goals. This will also insulate you from not be reading right now when the going becomes difficult. 6, applied faith. Hope and self-reliance come to you through this principle. With them, you will be inspired to resist.
Hey guys, one of you guys have a second window playing. Just open up all your windows up top and make sure that it's not playing in a separate window, because that's what's going on for sure.
Yeah, I can see that. I see that.
I think it's you. Amber, I think it's you. I think you got a second window open that's playing the hangout simultaneously. It's like 10, 15 seconds off. So, did you find that, Amber? Was it yours?
Yeah, look at it. Yeah, I saw 2 of her. And 2 of me.
Yeah, well, that's just because Markel has it on screen share.
Okay.
And I actually blue box Markel because it was bouncing back.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I can hear you, Amber. Did you check your screen, Amber? I think you actually have 2 simultaneously playing the hangout. So, all right. So I guess we'll go from there. Hopefully it doesn't keep bouncing back and forth.
All right.
So, all right. You guys want to take it from there? You want to take it from there, Markel? Looks like Amber's having a little trouble.
And two of me.
What the fuck?
I think actually simultaneously playing the hangout.
It's like every time I'm about to start.